Good morning. How are we doing? Surprise, surprise. I'm on here earlier than ever. Thought I'd switch it up, change it up, see who else I find in here. From overseas, most likely, because I know bedtime is always much sooner for all of you than it is for me over here. So, getting on here for you guys a little bit early today. So, hopefully, we'll find some more overseas friends today. Hopefully some more over here in the West as well, and we'll just see where everything goes. But happy to be here. Happy Thursday, everybody. How's everyone doing? Let me know who's here. Let me know how things are going and flowing. It looks like we're good on Twitch and YouTube, so all systems are a go. Firing off on all pistons right now. Yo, Deb, what a surprise, Max. Yep, I know, right? Nice and early for you. We got a whole day ahead of us, you know? Yeah, I thought, what the heck, try it out. I'll try to do some of my later activities that I do after the stream instead of before. We'll see what happens. It's already getting warm in here. You guys are heating up the chats. You guys are heating it up. Repping the Denver Broncos football team here. My home team. The only true sports team I'll ever truly care about, my Denver Broncos. We almost got there this year. We should have, if our quarterback didn't get his ankle snapped up in the second to last game of the year, the last game of the playoffs. God, it'll haunt me for a long time. But we'll get back. We'll be back. 4:34 p.m. here. Just woke up after a night shift. Oh, nice. Well, happy you're waking up into this daydream now. 4:34. That's nice and early. Nice. Your night shifts must be crazy, though. Do you go till like 5 or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. and then sleep all day and then wake up? And dude, your sleep schedule must be crazy. That's tough to manage. Tough to deal with. But glad you're here, my friend. How's it going? How are the night shifts? How's the ankle doing? Oh yeah, the fresh air smells good though. The weather is just changing here so nicely right now. We're getting the warmest spring on record ever, which is wild. Which I guess if there's no snow, I'm taking it, but it already feels like summer. Yesterday was 72 degrees, which is probably around like 38 or 40 degrees Celsius, I would imagine. So it's warming up perfectly. It's like the perfect temperature right now. And not a whole lot of wind right now. A couple of windy days, but it's bluebird skies right now. The snow's mostly off the peaks. I'm sure the trees will be budding. The aspen leaves will be flowing here soon. Oh, it's going to be great. I know something about snapped ankles. Yes, you do. Night shifts are from midnight to 8 a.m. Holy smokes. That's wild. I mean, that'd be kind of fun to do, but yeah, doing much better. Good. Thanks, Max. My neck is doing much better as well. Thank you. Yep, we're there. Thinking about maybe going to the gym tonight after the stream and see how everything's feeling. But feels like things are moving in the right direction with that for sure. Didn't throw it out like too horribly bad, although it felt really bad for a few days. But it's getting better. You just gotta nurture and nourish it right now. But yeah, let me know who else is here. If you got any questions, of course, throw them into the chat. If you got anything you want to talk about, synchronicities, manifestations, things you want clarity on, things you just want to talk about, these campfire conversations. That's why I label it that. We're just here to have conversations, to expand on ideas that are already resonating, get clarity on ones that we're starting to learn. And we all have different perspectives, and we all have the opportunity to share them with each other, which is really dope. And just all the different perspectives help us to guide our own in the way that we wish. So feel free to drop it in, say hi. Even if you just want to say hi, that's great. It'd be great to just know that you're here. But yeah, I'll talk about what's going on here, and we'll get into some Neville Goddard stuff, and we'll see where the stream takes us. I know it's a bit of a different time than people are used to, so it might take a minute to get the traction going here a little bit, but that's all right. I want to open this little wavelength up to people who are normally on at this time who haven't quite discovered this yet. So we had a whole lot of discoveries and new people coming in last time. So Oh, the other day after the live, I opened up a Joe Dispenza meditation, and an ad popped up that he's hosting a retreat now in Denver. Oh, is that right? A retreat. So not even like a one-time seminar. It's like a retreat. I might have to look into that. Maybe I should take advantage of that. Hey, my name is TT. I forget your real name. I think you shared it one time. Sorry about that, but hello. Great to see you again, my friend. Catching your live while I'm working. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for catching the day, the stream while you're working during the day or whatever. That's amazing. Really appreciate that. Glad I can. Hopefully, I can help you just get through it that much smoother. Hopefully, you're enjoying the work that you're doing as well. What hour? How much time you got left on the shift? And you just have this like on your headphones. That's cool. Yeah, but good to see you. Good to see you, TT. Good to see you again, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Feel free to drop anything in at any time. But thanks for saying hi. Glad you're here. Really appreciate it. Like $500 for a 5-day retreat or something. What is that, like $500 a day? That's like $500 a day. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. It's not terrible if it really, I'm sure his work can really, really change the life. Thanks, I work remote from home, and yes, 3 hours left to work. Nice. That's cool. How do you like the work from home life? I feel like there's it's tough to strike the balance with that. People either really, really like it. Some people maybe don't like it as much. But I'm sure if you're working from home, it's probably your choice. So I'm sure you enjoy it to some extent. But it's kind of hard, I feel like, having, and I'm learning this too, having the office at home as well. So it's like you got to set up those kind of boundaries for yourself and the balance that helps you to, let the workflow be the workflow, and let, when you're off work, you're actually home. So, I'm kind of learning the same way. Not exactly the same. I mean, I guess it is. Like, I never really thought about it until now. I guess this is work from home. This is my work right now I'm clocking into. Sorry if I'm sniffing a little bit. It's just springtime, and it's super dry here. There's been no moisture this winter, and now the wind is going, and it's warming up, so I'm just a little bit in my nasal right now. Apologies if you hear me sniffling. It's not even allergies, it's just like the dryness. I like it, been doing it for 4 years. Nice. Yes, it has its pros and cons. Miss being around employees and all that in person, but nice being home. That's awesome. Well, that's good. You're striking the balance already, and that's cool. Yeah, pros and cons, I guess, to everything. We find a way to work through it, balance through it. That's amazing, though. I mean, I always give big congrats to people who are just working from home. You have that, freedom to, I'm sure, travel and things like that as well, because you just take your work with you on your computer, which is cool, and with your phone. It's just amazing what we can do these days. So you could be living in a trailer or an RV and be on the road and probably doing what you're doing too. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I know a lot of people that are living that lifestyle, which is really cool. Which is a lifestyle, I guess I could perhaps live one day too. We'll see. We'll see where things go. I got a cat at home, and he does not like being in the car. I had to drive him all the way, my cat, when he was a kitten. I had just got him. He was probably like 6 months old when I moved from New York City back to Colorado, and I had to make it was a 31-hour drive where I just stuffed everything that I had, all my possessions that I could fit in the SUV that I had to rent. They didn't even have U-Hauls. There was no like big trucks that I could rent. They were all gone because everyone else was doing the same thing. So the best I could do was rent a big Ford Flex, is what this SUV car was called, and I just stuffed it to the brim. And the rest is history. Crash GXD, howdy, my friend. How you doing today? How's everything going? Thanks for being here. We got someone from Twitch, so YouTube won't be able to see that, but yeah, we're streaming both to YouTube and Twitch here. So welcome into Crash, everybody. I'm sure that they always give you warm welcomes here when there's new people in the chat. Sorry that you won't be able to see it from your end because you're on Twitch, but just know that it's there. Crash. Howdy, how's it going, man? How's everything? How's everything in your life? Nice, fancy seeing you synchronizing with the stream. Doing fantastic. Grateful for another day. That's what's up. How are you? I'm doing great. Grateful for another day as well. I was just saying, spring is really springing over here where I'm at, and it's really warm weather and it's beautiful. Really dry, but really nice and beautiful bluebird skies right now. So, absolutely blessed to be here and blessed to be doing what I'm doing here, talking to you guys and helping guide and helping give perspective and anything that people need. So, yeah, welcome in, man. I mean, this is a just open-hearted community where it's a safe space for people who, want to add momentum to new beliefs and new transitions and letting go of the old identities and the false self and adding momentum to that. People always encourage it in the chats here. And, I always encourage it as well. And I like to, my passion's to guide. Not to push or to force or to say this is the way and the only way, but just to give my perspective and guide you to where you need to go. But it's just a nice place to be hanging out, man. So glad you found it. Appreciate it. And on Twitch too. Super appreciate that, man. Getting the Twitch thing going too. It's awesome. So what's been going on in your life, Crash? How's everything going? Let me know if you have anything you want to talk about or anything to share. I put in the title Campfire Conversations because we just talk about life and we also go deep as we need to go to let go of old belief systems and really allow our truest authentic selves to come through. So if that sounds good, you're in the right place, my friend. So appreciate the synchronicity of you being here. And everybody welcome in Crash from Twitch. Oh, I think, Deb, I missed you here. Weird question for you, Max. Do you have a bees, wasps, hornets in the fall over there? Asking because I have an insane phobia. Yeah. I mean, not terribly. They're around, but it's not like a infestation. They start going away when it gets colder and cooler, so the fall's still going to be warm enough where they'll be around. But yeah, it's not like we're deep in the jungle here. There's always bees flying around or hornets and things like that. But yeah, not too bad. Nothing to be freaking your phobia out too much. You might see one here and there, but I've never felt like I'm under attack from it. You know what I mean? I mean, roaming around and harassing people. Yeah. Right, yeah, not really, yeah. Not if you're not harassing them, they won't be harassing you. The Tarot Spot, hey everyone, Jen here. Jen, good to see you again, my friend. How you doing? How's everything going with you? Haven't seen you in about a week. Good to see you here. Hope everything's going well for you. Sorry if there's a crow out here squawking right now, but I gotta have the windows open. It's toasty. It's toasty over here. It's crazy. I mean, just like a drop of a dime. Winter is over. Spring is here. It feels like summer. This is literally the beginning of summer weather that we're having mid-March, which has never, ever happened here, ever. And it's the strangest thing, man. Just the cycles of the planet are really, really changing. When I grew up here, we would get snow until June most of the time. And it'd always snow by Halloween. So it was like Halloween basically till May or June. And it's just so different now. And it's so weird to see. It's so weird to see it like this. A little bit sad. I want more snow. I'm a snow baby myself. But yeah, you hear it squawking. He wants to be a part of the stream as well. Well, good to see everybody here. Nice to meet you, Crash. We got a new guy in here from Twitch. Jen's coming back in. Deb's here as always. Appreciate you. We got TT in the house. It's amazing. Alright, if it keeps squawking, I guess I'm going to have to shut it. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But anyways. Yeah, we'll get into some Neville Goddard. I don't know, I'm just going to fine-tune, what I've been kind of going through. I had the neck injury, so I feel like I was just being my own pain in my neck. So I had to reflect on that. Working on my sleep schedule, working on things in my life that are keeping me from sleeping the best and getting into a good routine. It's been a bit of a challenge, trying to have different routines at night and in the morning that kind of get me going a little bit. yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but it also feels like an in between, like calm before the storm feeling as well. Before the storm of like this YouTube channel really catching fire, although it is in its own way already. But I think also, even though it seems stormy out there in the real world right now too, the real world, I feel like this is actually like the calm. It's like an in between, at least for me, what I'm going through right now. So it's very interesting. Jen, you're doing awesome. Good. Hope you're doing amazing. I am. Thank you. Lucky being in Colorado. Very lucky. One of my favorite places. I've been all over Colorado. Glenwood Springs, Winter Park, Conifer. Very nice. Those are great places. Glenwood Springs is amazing. Did you go to the amusement park on top of the mountain in Glenwood Springs, or go to the springs there? Winter Park got a great. It's great skiing there. And then my aunt lives in Conifer. Conifer's really cool, right next to Red Rocks. And my aunt lives in Conifer. It's a really nice place. So that's cool. So yeah, you've been up in the sort of Denver top area. I'm in the south. I never like to say exactly where I'm from, but I'm southern Colorado, in the San Juan Mountains. But those are great places. That's amazing. You'll have to stop through like Ouray and Silverton. Those are also places that are incredible. Catch a concert at Red Rocks. Sadly, won't be able to be here as long as usual. Have some things to do before my last night shift of the week. Right, you're just like waking up to like start your pre-day for your night shift. That's crazy. No, it's all good. I appreciate you dropping in, Deb. It's all good here. Glad it's the last one for you. I'll be back not till Sunday. I got a private gig that I'm singing for on Saturday. So I'll be getting ready for that. And then we'll drop back in here on Sunday. Hopefully around this time again for you. Oh, we got a Twitch follower. Thank you. Crash, I don't know if that was you, but if it was, thank you, sir. Really means a lot. Thank you so much. On the way to getting just to that. My goal is just to hit that 50 so that I can be that affiliated status on Twitch and be able to do all the little extra things that you get to do when that happens. From there, it just is what it is. No problem. Well, thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Really, seriously. Really means a lot. Thank you so much. Oh, I'd love a recording of that gig. Yeah, I'm sure you would. I won't be able to. It's a private gig, private party, so won't be able to do that, unfortunately. But soon as these streams evolve, like I said, the first hour of these, can be like this Q&A, or the first hour could be like do a couple of songs or do something, do some meditations, do maybe some channeling and things like that. A lot of things are going to evolve with the live stream. I'm just sort of riding the wave and collecting the people and the cooperative components and all of those things, as you know, Deb, and seeing where it all goes. But yeah, it's gonna evolve. That's the cool thing about having these different scenes with OBS and stuff, is that I can take an intermission, do this, get ready for this next segment that we're about to do. Boom. It'll be cool. I'm hopefully going to be moving out of the place that I'm in right now. My lease is up at the end of June, and so we're looking for another place with more space and a room where I can just dedicate it to these live streams and content creation and things like that. So that'll hopefully be by July that'll happen. And then I feel like those things, by then, this will be really off the ground, and we'll be able to move forward with it in a different way. Yeah, Crash says so full on studio space for this. Yeah, that's the wish, to have be able to create like a nice little background, get it more looking like just other streamers, where it's not just you know, um, the background that I have now. I'm just like, have this set up in the room the way that I can right now, best with what I got right now. But yeah, to have it a full on studio, have like some more lighting, just have it be more of a thing, because it's gonna be the battle station, just creating the battle station crash. That's all it's gonna be, creating the battle station for more of these live streams. Because I mean, live streams are, I think, where so much of social media is going, and it's gonna be so prominent. It's already like growing so much, and so yeah, just having that be sort of the main battle station to move from, and can make some videos in there. Although I take all my YouTube videos and I do them outside, but maybe some of them will be inside or something. I don't know. What about you, Crash? Do you have your own studio space, battle station for your gaming and stuff like that? Meditation would be awesome. July's your birthday. Nice. Wonderful treat. Yeah. Yes. That is the intention, and that is what I am intending with that, and manifesting and all of that. So, manifesting a nice apartment for Max. Yeah, it's gonna be a house that I'm wanting to move up to. This was a great placeholder for me. Like when I came back from New York City, blessed to be able to have this place. This spot that I'm in right now is massive compared to what I was living in New York City. So it's been great. This place has treated me very, very well. But now I think I've used it up and I'm outgrowing it. I'm ready for the next step. And so yeah, it's just what is required. Manifesting. Thank you very much, Deb. Thank you. Appreciate the good vibes on that. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. It's gonna be here before I know it. It's only 3 months away. And then we'll be in the middle of summer, and it's just crazy how fast things go. Yes, affirming a beautiful space for your wonderful work. Thank you, Jen. It means a lot to me, my friend. I really appreciate that. Love it. I also like Twitch. TT says, now these days on Twitch, you don't need to be a gamer and game stream. You can stream whatever you want. I know. It's great. I mean, I'm in the just chatting portion of Twitch right now, which is amazing. And I think it's actually grown to be, and Crash, maybe you can correct me, but I think it's even bigger than the gaming now. I think the IRL streaming that everyone does, and I think that's grown to be bigger than the gaming space, or just as big. So yeah, it's a really cool opportunity. Got my own battle station for my audio equipment, gaming, etc. That's awesome. I know I've always wanted that, where you got hopefully, I'll get a new computer and get a really nice, whatever you call it. My partner Madison, she has a really nice PC that she bought with all the, you could see inside it. I don't even know what they're called. But yeah, those gaming PCs, get one of those. And just have it be more of a thing, more of a setup. Get a cool background going, some cool lights and lighting, and who knows what else. But yeah, it'll be fun. But that's cool. That's what I'm going for, Crash. So thankful I arrived just in time to see that growth. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, all the people who are at the beginning of an infancy of my YouTube channel and online experience, you're along for the entire journey, which is going to be, I mean, it's just so cool. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for all you guys being here. I'll never forget the OGs of the channel and of the live streams and how that all came to be. You guys always have a special place on the channel, and make sure that you guys have as many benefits as I can give you as things grow to where the chat's just flying by and I can't keep up with it, and people have to super chat in order to have their questions and statements and their comments seen, just because that'll be the only way. But the workaround with that is the members only on YouTube that I'll be able to do, and I'll be able to create a members only live stream as well, so that we can keep the vibe that we have going on here. It's slow enough, hopefully, to keep encouraging each other, where you guys all get to know each other, where it's just more intimate like this, because I'll miss this when things are starting to just fly by and I can't keep up with all the comments and questions and stuff. I'll definitely miss like having this as the foundation and the intimacy of what this is. So I'll make sure that I create that space and opportunity for you guys to be a part of as well, whatever that may look like. But we'll definitely be in the battle station by the time that happens, which will be awesome. But yeah, thankful you're here for the growth as well, Jen. Grateful for your generosity, Max. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm happy to give, as much as I can, especially at the beginning, away for free. Like I'm grateful for this time of, being able to give people who synchronize with my channel the opportunity to, see all the content that I put out, not have to pay for these live streams or for your comments to be seen. And I feel like that's what you guys deserve as well. Like if you synced up with this live stream and with me and my YouTube channel and everything that I'm doing, at the beginning times where there's so much out there and you happen to find me and resonate with it, then I want you to get all the benefits that you can. Crash from Twitch is saying, Def have a stream bot so you can translate the Twitch messages to YouTube. Oh, okay. So you can have a stream bot that can translate the Twitch messages to YouTube, really? So it'll like automatically like show your comments to YouTube if I get a bot, or vice versa. Yep. Do you have to become affiliated for that first, Crash, or do you think I could start doing that now? Because I'll do that. I'll figure that out immediately. I didn't know that was an option. I've seen that on other streams. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know that tidbit of information. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, we'll see if that's like an affiliated thing or if I could do it. I will definitely Google/ChatGPT that at the end of the stream for sure. Because, yeah, that's the thing that's annoying. I want everybody to see all the comments, There's got to be a way. Like, I can see the unified chat, but I want everyone on my live stream to see the unified chat. Because I'm going to have Facebook in here soon as well. I don't know if you guys can find my Facebook page somehow. It's a page, not a profile. But I need to get to 100 followers on that page that I just started in order to go live from there. So once I do that, then we'll be doing 3 live streams all at once, which will be really cool. TT says, don't forget us when you pop off, though. Yep, that was basically everything I just described that I definitely won't do, my friend. I will not forget you. I will not forget you, and I'll make sure that you guys have a special place etched out, and you have, that you're still able to be seen without having to, drop too many finances to be able to be seen. So, yeah, I got you in mind. Trust me. Yes, they are right. There are extensions and apps that have like cross-platform chat display visibility. Okay, nice. So I might just, okay, yeah, I'll figure it out, because I'm streaming on OBS, and then like the distribution center I'm using is called Restream, which is how I have the ability to go live from multiple places, and then I basically funnel that all through my OBS studio so that it's all connected and you guys are seeing everything. You're all seeing the same thing except for the comments section right now. But good to know, you guys. Thank you. I'll be looking in for that for sure, because that'll be necessary. I only have Instagram, but I'd love to support you as much as I can. I believe in you. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, no pressure to do the Facebook thing. It's coming. I think I got like 19 so far, and just coming out of nowhere. So, and I'm just reposting all of my YouTube shorts on there, recycling those, and yeah, that's been working out pretty well. Actually, they get views, which is cool. You could just come completely out of nowhere, and just start posting a lot, and I mean it's gonna get seen, And so the fact I already have like 19 is, I feel like pretty good, pretty fast. Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's 19 people. Crash says 100%, man. Grateful for every single one of them, and especially when you're just coming out of the ether of being online. It's good. Definitely very, very grateful. And I think it's been pretty quick. I've only been doing it for like a week and a half, I think. I started about a week and a half ago or so. maybe 2 weeks. So that's pretty good. We're on pace. Probably another month or so. Hopefully we'll be there. Yeah, Deb, don't worry. I'm gonna start. I got plans to post on Instagram and TikTok as well. And I don't even know. I think there's a way I can even live stream with them in here as well. So I don't know. I think the possibilities for this live streaming thing are just endless, and I think it could be the thing that really sends everything over the top. Honestly. But yeah, the Instagram, the TikTok, it will be coming. I do have plans for it. Just kind of wanting to get in the groove of what I'm doing here, because the YouTube is, I always say, the house, and the Instagram and everything else is like the hallways to the house. So the main meat and potatoes of what I like to do, because I like the long form, I like these live streams, is from the YouTube and the YouTube videos I create. But Instagram and TikTok is important too. Can't leave them out as well. And there's a lot that they can benefit from just from those tiny little clips, and who knows what can happen. So it'll be fun. But yeah, I have some kind of ideas of how I want to mix in different styles of content with that as well. But first, I gotta really just get in the groove and get in the routine and find a way to really implement all of this into my new lifestyle. It takes a little bit of time to figure out, just like with these live streams, doing them same days, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays always. So everybody, if you're new here, these live streams Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, usually between 1 and 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, but today we went a little bit earlier just for kicks and gigs. So that'll get solidified. I'll probably be doing even more live streams in the future. I'm going to be working that in too. Instead of 3, I'll probably do 5. I think it'll get there. First, there'll be 4. But yeah, just getting consistent, getting in the groove, and figuring out how to work all this in with my lifestyle and with what I got going on with the singing business and such. So yeah. Man, got these sniffles going on. It's crazy. Gotta make sure I'm good for Saturday's gig. If I do feel anything getting too intense, I'll probably have to pop off here. But yeah, I just want to see what this timing wanted to be. We're still hanging here for a while. We'll get into some Neville Goddard and everything like that. And anything you guys want to talk about, have questions on, need clarities on, or just anything like that, feel free to drop it in the chat. Otherwise, yeah, I'll probably start doing a little bit of reading and see where everything goes. But life is good. It's moving forward. There's so many things to be grateful and excited for and about. The times that we're in are they're amazing times, even though it can seem like it's the worst of times sometimes, because it's very intense and we don't always know how to navigate it. But that's what I'm here for, is just to help keep you all grounded in the chaos, so that you don't get caught up in the throes and thrashes of life and the tsunamis and tornadoes that are here and that are coming, and all the different things and realities coming into play. There's a lot to be grateful for right now in these times, for everything that's happening, all the old systems coming, crashing down, that we can all sense is happening, and allowing for new systems that are higher vibration, I will say, to take their place. And that'll be a transition, and there'll definitely be some growing pains, 100%. But it doesn't have to all be bad. It doesn't have to be too intense. If we could be in the eye of the storm, we'll know how to handle it. We'll know how to handle everything. We'll be able to move forward with grace and with compassion and empathy for others, and patience for others and ourselves. And that's the main thing. That's the main message of everything. So yeah, just grateful for these times. Grateful for the people who I've met on these live streams and in the YouTube channel and the YouTube videos. And if this mission and if this all resonates with you guys, it would mean a lot if you guys would subscribe to the YouTube channel. Helps me out so much. If you're on Twitch, it's just in the bio. The link is in the bio of my Twitch. Takes you right to the homepage. You could check all that out. Check out the videos I have there with a lot of different concepts. They take you out, and they're all out in nature. They're all outside, and there's just a lot of content that I've done in these first 3.5 months that I've been on here. So yeah, feel free to check those out. But I think I'm gonna just take a quick little second to get some water and change. I'm really getting taken back by how warm it is in here, so I gotta circulate things real quick. So I'll be right back, and we'll continue on. Thank you guys. Okay, much better. Yeah. I tell you, Deb, I don't know if you're still here, but yeah, the heat gets to me too, and it gets me unexpectedly. So I had to just change things up real quick, open some windows, get the hair up, get the tank on. It's crazy out here. All right, so let's get into. I think I'm gonna go a different direction. I was reading Neville Goddard, the class lessons, but I think it just might be a little bit kind of too heady. Like, I don't know if people are gonna grasp it right away. Might be easy to take out of context as well. So I'm gonna just start reading his very first book, At Your Command, because it's a really, really good book. I'm pretty sure it's pretty short and sweet, if I remember it correctly. And yeah, we'll be able to get through it. So I wonder if I should read the foreword real quick. Editor's notes. Noticeable differences in collection. Never got a book that you were not likely to find in any other. Yeah. So we're just going to start reading At Your Command, I think. His very, very first book, which is pretty cool. And then we'll decipher it. We'll go through it. If you guys have questions or clarities that you need, let me know. But yeah, we're gonna jump in here. If you guys have questions about life, about anything, just feel free to drop it in. I don't have to be tied to this, but we're gonna read and decipher this as we go. So hang on to your seats. Here we go. All right, at your command. Can man decree a thing and have it come to pass? Most decidedly, he can. Man has always decreed that which has appeared in his world, and is today decreeing that which is appearing in his world, and shall continue to do so as long as man is conscious of being. So you're always doing it. This is what I always say, is that you are always manifesting in your own reality. You're always manifesting something. You're just not realizing how you're doing it. And so the point of what I teach and what I share and what why I like to read these books and decipher them with you is to make you aware that you're always manifesting. So if you just direct your energy and are aware of what you're always manifesting, then you can direct your energy in a new way, in a new focus, the same way that you've done to manifest everything in your life right now that you may not like, that you may not prefer. And you could do so with things that you do enjoy and that you do prefer and that do bring you joy. So we're always manifesting something. We don't need to learn to manifest because we're always doing it automatically. We just need to learn what we're already doing to manifest what we're manifesting. You know what I'm saying? All right. Not one thing has ever appeared in man's world but what man decreed that it should. This you may deny, but try as you will, you cannot disprove it. For this decreeing is based upon a changeless principle. You do not command things to appear by your words or loud affirmations. Such vain repetition is more often than not confirmation of the opposite. So I don't know if you guys have ever been frustrated with doing affirmations. If you're just saying, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am healed, I am this, I am that, and you're not feeling anything about it, and it's just wordplay, it's just monkey brain rot, kind of just saying it and not really feeling it, and then therefore you're not going to be seeing anything changing in your reality. Affirmations are best used when you have, and can only be used correctly and usefully when you have a lot of feeling behind it. So if you're already in that feeling state of joy, when you're already in that really good mood, that is the time to do affirmations, because then you're already feeling good, and then everything that you affirm will resonate more strongly. You'll get more excited about it. You'll actually feel it, and then that will give life to the affirmations. But if you're doing affirmations in order to get you out of a mood, that's oftentimes very frustrating, adds a lot of resistance, and works the opposite way. We can't affirm ourselves out of a bad mood. We have to take actions that allow us to think differently, to behave differently. We need to rewrite our definitions about our beliefs, about ourselves and our friends and our colleagues and our world and our reality. And then, once we become neutral, and we need to practice things like meditation as well to just release the thoughts so that we can at least, let our cork float to the top. So just imagine like your cork is pushed down under all the water. And it's pushed down under the water by your anxieties, your stresses, your overthinking mentality, and so on. When you meditate, you allow those thoughts to pass for a little bit. You don't get attached to them. You don't let the feelings run away from you when you're thinking about it. And then that allows your cork to float to the top, which it naturally will. Which that cork just represents your consciousness and that neutral state of being that is who you really are, that joyful, unconditionally loving state. That will float to the top of the water. All you got to do is stop pushing it down under the water and repressing it and suppressing it by your thoughts, your definitions, your stresses, anxieties, your emotions that are feeling like they're negative and not who you are. Being afraid to act because of you're afraid of the opinions and approvals of others or disapprovals of others. All these kinds of things push that cork under the water, which ends up repressing who you really are as a person. We got to let our corks float. Let it float to the top. Let our consciousness be what guides us. And not our monkey brain, our mind, our thinking, our habits, all these things that we are unconscious of or that we just accept as the way that it is. So allow that cork to float to the top. Meditation is a great tool for this. And that's how you can use the affirmations to your benefit. So that's just the fact that he brought affirmations. I just wanted to say all that. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. So decreeing is ever done in consciousness. Decreeing is ever done, not never done. Decreeing is ever done in consciousness. That is, every man is conscious of being that which he has decreed himself to be. The dumb man, without using words, is conscious of being dumb. Therefore, he is decreeing himself to be dumb. The dumb man, without using words, is conscious of being dumb. Therefore, he is decreeing himself to be dumb. When the Bible is read in this light, you will find it to be the greatest scientific book ever written. Instead of looking upon the Bible as the historical record of an ancient civilization or the biography of the unusual life of Jesus, see it as a great psychological drama taking place in the consciousness of man. This is Neville's biggest distinction, and this is his biggest realization that he ever made was to interpret the Bible as such, and this is where he gets all of his teachings from, all of his methods from, everything is from this way of reading the Bible. Instead of reading it as a historical record of an ancient civilization or a biography of the unusual life of Jesus Christ, it's seen as a psychological drama that is taking place in the consciousness of man, and then all the characters of the Bible are representations of your consciousness in some way, shape, or form, which he explains. Claim it as your own, and you will suddenly transform your world from the barren deserts of Egypt to the promised land of Canaan. Everyone will agree with the statement that all things were made by God, and without him there is nothing made that is made. But what man does not agree upon is the identity of God. All the churches and priesthoods of the world disagree as to the identity and true nature of God. I think we all know that and have realized that at one point or another, experienced that at one point or another. The Bible proves beyond the shadow of a doubt that Moses and the prophets were in 100% accord as to the identity and nature of God. And Jesus' life and teachings are in agreement with the findings of the prophets of old. Moses discovered God to be man's awareness of being when he declared these little understood words. I am hath sent me unto you. David sang in his Psalms, Be still and know that I am God. Isaiah declared, I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. That's in Isaiah. That's from the Bible. The awareness of being as God is stated hundreds of times in the New Testament. To name but a few, I am the shepherd. I am the door. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the beginning and the end. Who do you say that I am? It is not stated, I, Jesus, am the door. I, Jesus, am the way. Nor is it said, whom do you say that I, Jesus, am? It is clearly stated, I am the way. The awareness of being is the door through which the manifestations of life pass into the world of form. Consciousness is the resurrecting power, resurrecting that which man is conscious of being. Man is ever outpicturing that which he is conscious of being. This is the truth that makes man free, for man is always self-imprisoned or self-freed. If you, the reader, will give up all of your former beliefs in God apart from yourself and claim God as your awareness of being, as Jesus and the prophet did, you will transform your world with the realization that I and my Father are one. This statement, I and my Father are one, but my Father is greater than I, seems very confusing. But if interpreted in the light of what we have just said concerning the identity of God, you will find it very revealing. Consciousness, being God, is as Father. The thing that you are conscious of being is the Son, bearing witness of his Father. It is like the conceiver and his conceptions. The conceiver is ever greater than his conceptions, yet ever remains one with his conception. For instance, before you are conscious of being man, you are first conscious of being. Then you become conscious of being man. Yet you remain a conceiver greater than your conception, man. Jesus discovered this glorious truth and declared himself to be one with God, not a God that man has fashioned. For he never recognized such a God. He said, if any man should ever come saying, look here or look there, believe them not, for the kingdom of God is within you. Heaven is within you. Therefore, when it is recorded that he went unto his Father, it is telling you that he rose in consciousness to the point where he was just conscious of being, thus transcending the limitations of his present conception of himself called Jesus. Jesus learned that he is God, that he is the way, the truth, and the light. And so are all of us. Starting to talk like the Bible now. In the awareness of being, all things are possible. He said, you shall decree a thing, and it shall come to pass. This is his decreeing, rising in consciousness to the naturalness of being the thing desired. As he expressed it, and I, if I be lifted up, I shall draw all men unto me. If I be lifted up in consciousness to the naturalness of the thing desired, I will draw the manifestation of that desire unto me. For he states, no man comes unto me save the Father within me draws him. And I and my Father are one. Therefore consciousness is the Father that is drawing the manifestations of life unto you. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I feel like this is all pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just reading it right now. You are at this very moment drawing into your world that which you are now conscious of being. Now you can see what is meant by, you must be born again. If you are dissatisfied with your present expression in life, the only way to change it is to take your attention away from that which seems so real to you and rise in consciousness to that which you desire to be. This is what denying the senses means. It doesn't mean just completely being in denial about what's in front of you, but denying the fact that what is in front of you, that your currently manifested life, is the end-all and be-all, that it can never change. That's what it means to deny your senses, deny what's going on in the world right now, and anticipate a better future for yourself. You cannot serve two masters. Therefore, to take your attention from one state of consciousness and place it upon another is to die to one and live to the other. So when you decide that you're going to live a different life, that you want to manifest a different life, that you want to create a different life for yourself, that you want to express the authentic version of yourself that you've always wanted to, then you have to die to that old version of yourself. You have to die to the old identity. You have to die to the old attachments that kept you in the state of being and at that vibration that created your currently manifested reality. You just have to take your attention from it. You could be appreciative and grateful for what you have right now, and I always encourage that, and that's a great way to actually deny the senses, because then you're denying the fact that what is already currently manifested is going to stick around with you forever. When you take your attention from that after being grateful from it and focus your attention on what life you want to create and know that that is true and that it exists in real time, then you'll start moving in the direction of that reality and that timeline and that version of you and that version of Earth that is experiencing that world that you are desiring to create, and letting go of the world that you have already created, and just let go of it and move on and die to the old self and die to the old thoughts. So that's what he's saying here. Place your conscious attention somewhere else. You can't serve two masters. You can't be looking at what is and what is currently manifested and expect things to change moving forward. If you're caught up in what's manifested and it seems so real to you and you can't imagine anything else, and you're not grateful and appreciative for it, and you're just so caught up in it, you can't serve that mentality and that belief system and what you're giving your conscious attention there to, and also at the same time create a different reality where you are expressing yourself beyond what you ever could have imagined, where you're sharing your gifts and your talents and your skills with the world, and you're being of service to others just by being who you truly meant to be, and therefore manifesting a completely different reality that supports and reflects that new state of being. You can't do both of those at the same time, so choose, and you're always choosing. And most people choose to just be focused on what is currently manifested right now, and it never changes because that's what you're focused on. It just continues to perpetuate itself in the same way, if not a very, very similar way. And it always feels like Groundhog's Day and like you're an autopilot and all of these things. Focus on the future that you want. It's pretty simple. It's just that mindset change alone will change your freaking life. I'm telling you. It will change your life to just focus on the lifestyle, focus on the life, the expression that you are wanting to experience in your imagination. And then start noticing the synchronicities that happen that follow suit with what you're imagining and feeling and getting excited about with the new version of you that you're creating. That's all it is. The question, "Whom do you say that I am?" is not addressed to a man called Peter by one called Jesus. This is the eternal question addressed to oneself by one's true being. In other words, whom do you say that you are? For your conviction of yourself, your opinion of yourself, will determine your expression in life. So whom do you say you are? That's from the Bible. Whom do you say you are? And then he states, you believe in God, believe also in me. In other words, it is me within you that is God. In other words, it is the me within you that is this God. Praying then is seen to be recognizing yourself to be that which you now desire. That's all prayer is seeing yourself as that which you now desire. Praying then is seen to be recognizing yourself to be that which you now desire. You are what you desire. You already are. You're not the conscious awareness that you're not what you desire means that you can't find what you desire, and you can't reach what you desire, and you can't manifest what you desire, because you're not the living embodiment of it right now from whatever current situation and circumstance you're in right now. And that's the leap of faith. That's the faith. That's how you apply faith to your life, rather than its accepting form of petitioning a God that does not exist for that which you now desire. So can't you see why the millions of prayers are unanswered? Men pray to a God that does not exist. Because a God outside of you doesn't exist. It's only the God inside of you. It's only the God that you are that exists. It's only the I am that exists. Which is you and me and all of us. Individually, as conscious expressions of God in human form. So men pray to a God that does not exist. Some God outside of you sitting on a throne up in heaven. No, God is around us at all times, always and forevermore. For instance, to be conscious of being poor and to pray to God, and to pray to a God for riches, is to be rewarded with that which you are conscious of being, which is poverty. Exactly. So if you're praying for riches from a poor state of mind, where you don't believe that you can become rich and you're waiting for some outside force, some outside God to bring it to you, that is why your prayers are never answered. So I just want to read that again slowly. For instance, to be conscious of being poor and to pray to a God for riches is to be rewarded with that which you are conscious of being, which is poverty, because that's what you're conscious of being. So that is what you're creating. Again, like you're always manifesting. So you're never lacking abundance. You're just abundant in poverty and in lack mindset. So prayers, to be successful, must be claiming rather than begging. It must be claiming that you are rich and not begging for riches. So if you would pray for riches, turn from your picture of poverty by denying the very evidence of your senses and assume the nature of being wealthy. I'm going to read that again. We need a finger snap emoji, lol. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I feel it, though. Feeling the snaps. Thank you, Jen. So prayers to be successful must be claiming rather than begging. So if you would pray for riches, turn from your picture of poverty by denying the very evidence of your senses and assume the nature of being wealthy. So assume what you would be feeling like if you were wealthy and just live that way. That's being unconditional. Deb found the fingers. Deb found the snaps. Very nice. Very nice. I love that. Thank you, ladies. There must be one somewhere, Jen. So we are told when you pray, go within. This is, from the Bible. We are told, when you pray, go within in secret and shut the door. And that which your Father sees in secret, with that will He reward you openly. So we have identified the Father to be the awareness of being. The Father is just the awareness of being. Father is our awareness. Father, God, is our awareness. We have also identified the door to being. We have also identified the door to be the awareness of being. So we've identified the Father to be the awareness of being. We have also identified the door to be the awareness of being. So they're both, the same thing there. So shutting the door, like in this scripture, shutting the door is shutting out that which I am now aware of being and claiming myself to be that which I desire to be. So you're shutting the door. The door is your conscious awareness. Your Father is your conscious awareness of being. So if you're consciously aware of being poor, if you're consciously aware of being sick, and so on, then this scripture is telling you to shut that door and turn your attention to that which you desire to be. The very moment my claim is established to the point of conviction, that moment I begin to draw unto myself the evidence of my claim. That's why I say when you start looking for those synchronicities, start looking for those synchronicities right now, because they're around you at all times. And especially once you start making a conviction that is creating enough feeling in you that allows you to know that what you are imagining and what you're claiming is real and true for you, and you don't need conditions to prove it, you just can decide to be it, then the moment that you make that conviction, that strong conviction, you will begin to draw to yourself the evidence of that claim. So you'll just see, he calls it the bridge of incidents. You will see a bridge of incidents that leads you to the result of that claim. Don't expect it to look any type of way. Don't put a timeline on it. Don't put a deadline on it, a due date. Don't do any of those things. It just adds more resistance. Just know that in perfect timing, everything's going to unfold, and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey of the unfolding. That's all you got to do. You won't be anxious about when it comes when you just start noticing all the bridge of incidents and the synchronicities that come as evidence of what you have claimed with conviction. You won't be anxious about it. When you're seeing the evidence that you're moving in the direction and you're seeing it, you're not going to be worried about it. So seriously, be on the hunt. I just made a video about this. Be on the hunt for synchronicities in your life. Like, be a detective. Look around every single tiny little thing and let that build the momentum to the bigger synchronicities that are more in your face and more prominent. But start small. When you start seeing synchronicities, you're never going to be anxious. You're never going to be anxious about the how or the when the manifestation will come. Because you're enjoying the bridge of incidents that is the evidence that you're moving in the direction that relates to the manifestation. And that's the fun part. And then you're just enjoying your life. So do not question the how of these things appearing, for no man knows that way. Do not question the how of things appearing, for no man knows that way. That is, no manifestation knows how the things desired will appear. No manifestation knows how the things desired will appear. Consciousness is the way, or door, through which things appear. He said in Scripture, I am the way. Not I, John Smith, am the way, but I am the awareness of being is the way through which the things shall come. So it's not saying us as individual humans are the way. It is saying us, the energy that is contained within the human body, that I am presence, because we were aware that we exist before even being a human. We were aware that I am something. I am that I am. Before we came into human form, that I am is the way. Not John Doe or Jane Doe is the way, but I am the awareness that John Doe or Jane Doe is having through the human body. That awareness of being is the way through which the thing, the manifestation, shall come. Does this make sense? I hope this makes sense. I love this book. I forgot how good this one is. I think it's one of his best ones. Okay. The signs always follow. They never precede. Sorry to say. I know it's going to disappoint a lot of people, but the signs always follow. They never precede. Things have no reality other than in consciousness. Therefore, get the consciousness first, and the thing is compelled to appear. Not get the thing first and then let your consciousness catch up to the thing. You have to be aware of it in consciousness, and then the thing will be compelled to appear. That's why we can't wait for the outside to change in order for our states of beings to change, in order for us to feel like we're in alignment with ourselves and being fully expressive and living in that rich mindset. We don't have to wait for those things. If we do, we'll be waiting our entire lives. Gotta go get some dinner started. Wish you all a great day ahead. Thanks, Max, for the early live. Appreciate it so much. You're very welcome. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to catch this at all today, so I'm glad you at least caught the first hour and a half of it. Have a great dinner. Have a great night. This is kind of like your breakfast, though, isn't it? Breakfast for dinner, B for D. B for D, B for Deb. Yeah, well, enjoy your breakfast/dinner. And have a great night. Have a great shift. And hopefully you have a couple days off. And we'll see you Sunday, Deb. Thanks for stopping by as always, my friend. Really appreciate you. Have a great shift. Night shift. Midnight to 8 a.m. Whew. That's crazy. Okay. So give the consciousness first, and the thing is compelled to appear. Change yourself, and the outside will change. You are told from Scripture, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things shall be added unto you. Get first the consciousness of the things that you are seeking, and leave the things alone. This is what is meant by, ye shall decree a thing, and it shall come to pass. Apply this principle, and you will know what it is to prove me and see me, as in Scripture, prove me and see me. The story of Mary is the story of every man. Mary was not a woman, giving birth in some miraculous way to one called Jesus. Mary is the awareness of being that ever remains virgin, no matter how many desires it gives birth to. Right now, look upon yourself as the Virgin Mary, being impregnated by yourself through the medium of desire, becoming one with your desire to the point of embodying or giving birth to your desire. What a beautiful metaphor that is for Mary. I'll read that again slowly. Mary, Mother Mary, is the awareness of being that ever remains virgin, no matter how many desires it gives birth to. So you, in that sense, are the Virgin Mary, Mother of God, Mother of Jesus, because you're always giving birth to new desires. And from your belief in those desires, you continue to give birth to them, and so therefore you're always a virgin, and you're always the one who is actually impregnating yourself. So right now, look upon yourself as the Virgin Mary, being impregnated by yourself through the medium of desire. Becoming one with your desire, meaning you believe it, you're experiencing it, you're embodying it, you know it to be true. And you do that to the point of embodying or giving birth to your desire. For instance, it is said of Mary, whom you now know to be yourself. So Mary is you, just imagine you're Mary right now. That she know not a man, yet she conceived. That is, you, John Smith, Jane Doe, have no reason to believe that which you now desire is possible, but having discovered your awareness of being to be God, you make this awareness your husband and conceive a man-child manifestation of the Lord. Okay, let me read that again. That is, you have no reason to believe that which you now desire is possible, but having discovered your awareness of being to be God, you make this awareness your husband. So that is like the conceiver. That is what the husband is. That is how you impregnate yourself in this scenario of being Mary, with your own desire, and knowing that desire is possible for you to experience. That's how you actually impregnate yourself and give birth to that desire. You make this awareness your husband and conceive a man-child manifestation of the Lord. This is from the Bible. For thy maker is thine husband. For thy maker is thine husband. The Lord of hosts is his name. The Lord God of the whole earth shall be called. Your ideal or ambition is this conception, and the first command to her, which is now to yourself, is, go, tell no man. That is, do not discuss your ambitions or desires with another, for others will only echo your present fears. I always say, don't tell people about your desires. Don't tell people about your new ambition. Don't tell people about the manifestation you're working on. Don't tell people about a new endeavor or a new thing that you're wanting to express yourself as, a new creative expression. Don't tell anybody, because they're only going to echo your present fears with their own fears and their own insecurities, and that's going to slow you down. So don't look to the opinions and approvals of others to be your authentic self, to express that creative passion, or to just know that what you desire is a true reality right now. You're self-impregnating. You don't need anyone else to impregnate you. You are self-impregnating yourself with what you desire. Tell no man. That's from the Bible. Go, tell no man. Secrecy is the first law to be observed in realizing your desire. The second, as we are told in the story of Mary, is to magnify the Lord. We have identified the Lord as your awareness of being. Therefore, to magnify the Lord is to revalue or expand one's perception, one's present conception of oneself, to the point where this reevaluation becomes natural. When this naturalness is attained, you give birth by becoming that which you are within consciousness. So we have identified the Lord as your awareness of being. God is your awareness of being. The door is your awareness of being. Therefore, to magnify the Lord is to revalue or expand one's present conception of oneself to the point to where this revaluation becomes natural, to the point where you believe it so much that it's just your natural state of being. Doesn't matter if what you want to see manifested hasn't manifested yet. You're just saying, this is who I am deciding to be. And from that conviction, from that belief, from that knowing, from you taking action on who you prefer to be, the outside will naturally reflect who you actually are and who you are deciding to be in this way. So magnify the Lord. When this naturalness is attained, you give birth by becoming that which you are within consciousness. When this naturalness is attained, you give birth by becoming that which you are within consciousness. So you become it the second that you are convicted of it, and you start just becoming it, believing it, knowing that it's you, knowing that manifestation is for you. Then the rest is history. The rest will come, the rest will reflect, the rest will be given to you. Troopy doopy, what's going on? Hi tribe, I'm here. Very nice to see you. How you feeling today? How's everything going? Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better today. Appreciate you being here. We're reading through Neville Goddard right now. His very first book, At Your Command. One of my favorites. It's very, very clear. I love it. It's amazing. So yeah, just sit back and relax and throw us in your headphones, and feel free to ask any questions or anything you need clarity on, Troopy Doopy. But good to see you here, my friend. Hope all is well. Okay, so the story of creation. Hopefully getting discharged tomorrow, starting to feel better. Nice. Oh, so happy. Right on, right on. Happy for you. That's amazing news. Amazing, amazing news. So the story of creation is given us in digest from in the first chapter of John. In the beginning was the Word. Now this very second is the beginning spoken of here in this. You've heard that. In the beginning was the Word, right? So now, this very second is the beginning that is being spoken of in that scripture. It is the beginning of it is the beginning of an urge, a desire. The Word is the desire swimming around in your consciousness, seeking embodiment. The urge of itself has no reality, for I am, or the awareness of being, is the only reality. Things live only as long as I am aware of being them. So to realize one's desire, the second line of this first verse of John must be applied. That is, and the Word was with God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And we have identified God to be what? Our awareness, our consciousness, our conscious awareness. So that paragraph is very, very powerful, very, very potent. I'm going to read it again. In the first chapter of John, it is said, in the beginning was the Word. So now, this very second that's going on right now, is the beginning being spoken of here. So every moment that you are aware of being, which is always, that is the now, that is the beginning. So you're always at the beginning, which is great, because we never get to an end, because we're always evolving, consciousness is always evolving and expanding. It is the beginning of an urge, a desire. Okay, the beginning is the beginning of an urge, a desire. The Word in this, so the beginning was the Word is the desire swimming around in your consciousness seeking embodiment. So it's what you're just wanting to see embodied, it's what you're wanting to experience in your life. The urge itself has no reality. It has no reality. It does not exist unless there is us, the observer, the I am awareness, to observe it. If there was no I am, if there was no awareness, if there was no observer, then there is nothing to be observed. So without us and the I am awareness that this exists and I already am that which I desire to be, I already am and have what I desire to have, without that awareness, then we will not be able to observe it. Because if we are not conscious and aware of being that I am, that has that thing or that is that thing, then we can't be the observer of it. We have to be that I am in order to observe it. Does that make sense? Very deep, very powerful, very, very powerful, change your life type of shit right here we're reading. Okay, so the urge, the desire itself has no reality, for I am, or the awareness of being, is the only reality. Things live only as long as I am aware of being them. So exactly what I just said. Exactly what I just said. They only exist if you're aware of being them. You can only bring it into your life, you can only experience it, you can only observe it if you're consciously aware of observing it yourself. If you already am that state of being that has it. If you already are that I am that is it. That's the only way. That's the only way we've ever done it. By the way, like I said, we're always manifesting, we're always using these principles. We're only experiencing what we are experiencing in our reality right now because we are it. We are identified with what we have manifested here. And the only reason that it doesn't change is because we're not allowing ourselves to be the I am that is aware of something different or something more exciting or something that represents us more. So in that sense, we're denying ourselves of what we could possibly be by refusing to become aware of it before it comes into tangible, see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, existence for us. We have to be that I am that is aware of having it or being it first. I hope that just solidifies everything that I always say so much more clearly. So things live only as long as I am aware of being them. So to realize one's desire, the second line of the first verse of John must be applied. That is, and the Word was with God. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning was the desire. The beginning is now. The Word is the desire that you wish to embody. And the Word was with God, which God we know and have identified as conscious awareness. So that's what that means. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. That is what that actually means. That is what was actually meant to be interpreted. That is how we were actually meant to apply this in our lives. Isn't that powerful? Isn't that exciting that it's all in the Bible? And the Word was God. Remember, God is your consciousness. It is your awareness. It is your I am awareness. I am conscious of being. Oh, yeah, this is good. I'm going to take a little sip after that. That was some good stuff. Hopefully that's resonating, making sense to all of you guys. If you have questions, put them in. Okay. The word or desire must be fixed or united with consciousness to give it reality. The awareness becomes aware of being the thing desired. The awareness becomes aware of being the thing desired, thereby nailing itself upon the form of conception and giving life unto its conception, or resurrecting that which was heretofore a dead or unfulfilled desire. It all relates to the crucifixion. And he depicts this, I don't know if it's in this book, I imagine it is, but what the crucifixion actually is and represents in consciousness is frickin', you'll be blown away. So stay tuned. But let's read that again. The word or desire must be fixed or united with consciousness to give it reality. The awareness becomes aware of being the thing desired, thereby nailing itself upon the form of conception and giving life unto its conception, or resurrecting that which was heretofore a dead and unfilled desire. This is from Scripture. Two shall agree as touching anything, and it shall be established on earth. This agreement is never made between two persons. It is between the awareness and the thing desired. You are now conscious of being. So you are actually saying to yourself, without using words, I am. Now, if it is a state of health that you are desirous of attaining, before you have any evidence of health in your world, you begin to feel yourself to be healthy. And the very second the feeling I am healthy is attained, the two have agreed. That is, I am and health have agreed to be one. And this agreement ever results in the birth of a child, which is the thing agreed upon. In this case, health. And because I made the agreement, I express the thing agreed. So you can see why Moses stated, I am hath sent me. For what being other than I am could send you into expression? None. For I am the way, beside me there is no other way. If you take the wings of the morning and fly into the uttermost parts of the world, or if you make your bed in hell, you will still be aware of being. You are ever sent into expression by your awareness, and your expression is ever that which you are aware of being. You can create heaven or hell for yourself, all through your consciousness and what you're aware of being. Again, Moses stated, I am that I am. Now, here is something to always bear in mind. You cannot put new wine in old bottles or new patches upon old garments. That's from Scripture. That is, you cannot take with you into the new consciousness any part of the old man. Does that make sense? I'm getting a phone call, sorry. Okay. Good to be here with you like-minded people. Greetings from Holland. What's going on? Hario, nice to see you, my friend. I'm not sure if that's a new name. I feel like maybe you've been in here once before or twice. I can't remember. Seems slightly familiar, but maybe you're new here. Welcome, either way. Great to be here with like-minded people, absolutely. From Holland, amazing. Welcome, welcome. Yep, I knew I'd be catching some new people in here going a little bit earlier, especially for my overseas friends. So greetings, my friends. It's an honor to be here with you today. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your energy with the chat. Feel free to ask or talk about anything that's on your mind that you need help with, or that you need guidance on, or more clarity, or if you want to share something that's a synchronicity, manifestations that are going great for you, or anything in between, or anything about what I'm reading here, questions, feel free to put them in here. This is a safe space for us all to grow and expand our consciousness, grow ourselves, let go of the old identity, and become what we truly came here to be, expressing that authentic self. And my desire is always to just inspire you all to change your own lives. For I won't be able to do it for you, but I might be able to be the match that ignites the fire in you, that gives you the perspective, the insight, the epiphany, the breakthrough, or whatever that allows you to move forward in the way you wish to move forward. So if that sounds good, you're in the right place, my friend. And great to see you. Great to see you. Great to meet you, Hario, from Holland. I love it. Thank you so much. We're reading some Neville Goddard here. At Your Command, his very first book right now, and reading it, deciphering it, and it's a lot of fun. I love doing it. I'm a big Neville Goddard guy. It's really the basis of who I am and my teachings, and I just think when truly understood, it's one of the simplest ways and most powerful ways to change your life. So that's why I enjoyed sharing it. So yeah, you cannot put new wine in old bottles or new patches upon old garments. That is, you cannot take with you into the new consciousness any part of the old man. The old man just being that old identity. All of your present beliefs, fears, and limitations are weights that bind you to your present level of consciousness. All of your present beliefs, fears, and limitations are weights that bind you to your present level of consciousness. So you can't take the old beliefs with you. Can't take the old mindsets, the old habits, the old self with you if you're becoming the new version of yourself. You have to leave it completely behind. Die to your old self, as they say. If you would transcend this level, you must leave behind all that is now your present self or conception of yourself. To do this, you take your attention away from all that is now your problem or limitation and dwell upon just being. Let's say that again. To do this, you take your attention away from all that is now your problem or limitation and dwell upon just being. Just be. This is why meditation is such a powerful tool for all of this. Just be. That is, you say silently but feeling to yourself, I am. I am. I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. Do not condition this awareness as yet. Just declare yourself to be, and continue to do so until you are lost in the feeling of just being, faceless and formless. When this expansion of consciousness is attained, then within this formless deep of yourself, give form to the new conception by feeling yourself to be that which you desire to be. This is where we bring meditation into the Neville Goddard techniques and perspectives and apply all these things that are from the Bible. Let yourself bask in the neutrality and the presence of just being the I am, faceless, formless. The Tao that can be named is not the Tao. Just be okay being lost in that awareness. And when you have accomplished just that state of neutrality, and maybe it brings up a state of joy and who you really are, then that is the moment. And this is why meditation is a practice every day. is so that when you go into that state of meditation, you accomplish that state of neutrality or joy or peace. When you really get to the peak of that, that is the perfect opportunity to decide and affirm to yourself who you now decide to be. That's why it's the perfect time to start doing those imaginative acts in your imagination that imply the wish fulfilled. It's the perfect time for all of that because you don't have resistance up. The old self isn't doubting it. The old belief systems and patterns aren't doubting it. And it's all good. You will find within this deep of yourself all things to be divinely possible. Everything in the world which you can conceive of being is to you within this present formless awareness, a most natural attainment. This is natural. Everything in the world which you can conceive of being is to you within this present formless awareness a most natural attainment. It'll just seem natural. It'll be a natural flow when you're in that state of being that is neutral, peaceful, that you've dropped thought, that you're in that state of meditation, or you're having a blissful moment just about your life that you come upon. Take advantage of those moments. Take advantage of those moments and affirm what you are and affirm what you want. Affirm what you want as who you are. Affirm what you want as already having it. The invitation given us in the scriptures is to be absent from the body and be present with the Lord. That's from scripture. The body being your former conception of yourself, and the Lord your awareness of being. This is what is meant. Okay, so let's take that. So to be absent from the body is to be absent from the conception of yourself. And to be present with the Lord is to be present with your awareness of being, with your new awareness, with the new version of you that you are deciding to be, with the new version of you that has all the abundance, all of the relationships, all of the accolades, all of the accomplishments, all of the success that you desire and deserve. You're aware of that now before any of that actually has to take place. This is what is meant when Jesus said to Nicodemus, "Ye must be born again, for except ye be born again, ye cannot enter the kingdom of heaven." That is, except you leave behind your present conception of yourself and assume the nature of the new birth, the new self that you have created and decided yourself to be, then you will continue to outpicture your present limitations. So unless you leave behind your old self completely, you're going to continue to outpicture those old and present limitations that keep perpetuating who you've been, what circumstances is around you, and so on. The only way to change your expressions of life is to change your consciousness, for consciousness is the reality that eternally solidifies itself in the things round about you. Man's world, in its every detail, is his consciousness outpictured. You can no more change your environment or world by destroying things than you can your reflection by destroying the mirror. Oh, that's good. Man's world, in its every detail, is his consciousness outpictured. You can no more change your environment or your world by destroying things than you can your reflection by destroying the mirror. Man, you can no more change your environment or world by destroying things than you can your reflection by destroying the mirror. That's some deep stuff, huh? That is deep. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not even going to mess with that. I'm just taking that in myself. Your environment and all within it reflects that which you are in consciousness. As long as you continue to be that in consciousness, so long will you continue to outpicture it in your world. What you're conscious of is what is outpictured. Unconditionally. Knowing this, begin to revalue yourself. Man has placed too little value upon himself. We think too little of ourselves. We put too much power into circumstances or into some outside God, and not enough within ourselves. We have to value ourselves as deeply and powerfully as we can. In the book of Numbers, you will read, "In that day there were giants in the land, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and we were in their sight as grasshoppers." This does not mean a time in the dim past where man had the stature of giants. Today is the day, the eternal now, when conditions round about you have attained the appearance of giants, such as unemployed, the armies of your enemy, your problems, and all the things that seem to threaten you. Those are the giant that make you yourself feel and be a grasshopper. We make ourselves feel small. We make ourselves feel so insignificant and unimportant. And we do that, when we do that, that is what is outpictured. Because the universe, God, your subconscious, subjective mind, is a respecter of no man, which means it's unconditional and it doesn't care and it doesn't judge what you decide as the creator, as God, as the I am awareness, what you decide to create based on your conception of yourself. If you see yourself as small, if you don't value yourself, then you're going to see in the reflected mirror of reality things that represent and objectify themselves in your reality as not valuable, as being small and unimportant. So revalue yourselves, my friends. Learn to love yourself and appreciate yourself and give yourself value. Because you're valuable. Your unique energy is the most powerful thing that you have. Your unique expression, your unique energetic blueprint of God. Don't undervalue God. Don't undervalue yourself as God. But you are told, you were first in your own sight a grasshopper, and because of this you were to the giants a grasshopper. You were to others as you perceive yourself to be. Indeed, last time I asked you about your evening routine just before going to sleep. Oh yes, that's right. Yep, I knew you were here. Yep. Just before going to sleep, during the night, I often play affirmations on repeat. How do you influence the subconscious after you sleep? You mean like after you wake up? When you're like when in your just waking day experience, like once you're done sleeping? How do you impress the subconscious? Oh, is that what you mean, Hario? Yeah, if those affirmations, Hario, are giving you like feelings, strong feelings, then yeah, keep playing those. But I just want to offer as another thing that you can practice is to play your own affirmations in your own mind as you go to sleep, or to, as I suggested to you last time, to create those imaginative acts that imply your wish fulfilled. And let those loop and loop and loop until you go to sleep, because that is how you're going to influence your subconscious. That is how you seal the instruction. When you do that in that drowsy, sleepy state that's akin to sleep, that state where you feel detached, where you're not thinking about things, you're not overthinking, you're not worried about things, you're not bringing in self-doubt, but you really got to that state of neutrality, peace, and trust. When you loop that over and over again and then you fall to sleep, then the sleep seals that for your subconscious, and then your subconscious will outpicture it. But you have to persist in it. During the night, how do you have a So yeah, during the night, if so that's how you do it during the night. That's how I would say, like, maybe the affirmations are like a bridge for you, possibly. And look, this is just all an offering, so take it or leave it. But sometimes when we're just playing something and listening to something nice, like affirmations and things, it doesn't do for us as much as we might think, because you're not really in your sleep time, even though the sound may be going through your ears. You're not, it's not really impressing the subconscious like you think, because you have to be awake and aware and conscious of what you are intending to impress upon your subconscious mind. So just because you're playing affirmations as you go to sleep, and maybe it plays all night through your sleep, doesn't mean that that's working automatically, just as a principle of you're hearing it and you're in your subconscious because you're asleep and dreaming, and therefore it's going to be outpictured in your life. I think that's where a lot of people get confused and try to, and I'm not saying this is you, but a lot of people will try to take shortcuts in that way and just use it that way. You have to be conscious and aware and allow yourself to create the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Create the feeling that would be yours if you had the thing that you want, if you were the person that you wanted to be and express in the world. You have to do that consciously while you're awake. And that's why you do it right before sleep, because you're in that state of being that is relaxed. It's not worried about yesterday or tomorrow or anything like that. You've meditated, you've done breath work or whatever to get yourself in that neutral state of being, so that you can allow the feelings from your imaginative act that you have created for yourself to create as much feeling as you can before you go to bed. And then that will impress your subconscious when you go to sleep, because that's going to be the last thing that your consciousness was aware of before going into the subconscious of sleep. And so that when you go into the subconscious of sleep, that is what seals the instruction that you were imagining in your imagination, and that's what's going to outpicture it in your reality. Your subconscious will be able to then use that energy that was the most recent in your waking reality and bring to you synchronicities and a bridge of incidents and evidence that you are making your way towards that desire in your waking state when you're actually awake. And then you notice the synchronicities when they come, and then you enjoy them, you get excited about it, and then you just do that night after night. You have to persist in it over and over and over again, and just enjoy the feelings that come from it, and then be on the hunt in your daily waking life for different scenarios, different things that happen, synchronicities that represent the desire that you were imagining in your imagination before going to bed. So that is what I recommend for you, my friend. Maybe the affirmations playing it were like a nice bridge, something to get you to this place, but I would recommend switching those off. Play some good music that relaxes you, get into that meditative state, and consciously start impressing things, because those affirmations won't be doing it in the way that you think are doing it and in the way that they advertise them on YouTube. Okay? Because you have to be conscious of what you're affirming. You can't just let it play. So, yeah. But again, that's all just offering. Take it or leave it. If those things are working for you, keep doing them. I'm not saying that what you're doing is wrong at all. And then, do I have a morning routine? I'm actually currently working on it. But because I've said before, I'm figuring out kind of my new sleep schedule, and just honestly my scheduling and everything with the YouTube and my singing business and everything that I do on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes I'm not as good as I need to be, and that's something that I'm working to, and focusing on now. But it will include meditation, 10 to 15 minutes tops, dedicated meditation, breath work, some sort of reflective journaling, and things like that. And that's probably about it. And then some for like stretch or exercise, like I'll exercise probably or go to the gym at some point in the mornings. But it'll definitely have meditation because that's just going to clear my mind, get me ready. Breath work, which just helps prepare for the meditation, or it could be great to use after the meditation, whatever works. Journaling out, just getting a journal out and jotting down your thoughts, your ideas, anything that may have come to you during the breath work or meditation. And then I'll just really start my day. I'll go work out, I'll go outside. I got to go outside every day too. That's just a daily routine. That when I don't do, I don't feel right. So I would just, if you want three things: journal, meditate, breath work. And then when you first wake up in the morning, you're in that drowsy, sleepy state that I'm talking about, Hario. You could start your day by playing over the imaginative act that you used right before you went to bed. So you can do that. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any follow-up to that, Hario. But great question. Thank you for it. Appreciate it. Chels Anon, I made the live. Oh, Chelsea it must be. Chelsea? What's going on? Chelsea from Facebook? Let me know if that's you, Chelsea. I'm assuming that's what Chels is. Great to see you, my friend. Chelsea, how you doing? What's going on? So glad to see you here. How's your day going over there? Hope all's well with you. Very helpful. Thank you. You're very, very welcome, Hario. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what synchronicities come up from you doing these things. That is all going to help you so much, honestly. Having that night routine of doing that. And you can add the morning routine stuff to the night routine as well. Like do some meditation before bed and the breath work to get you relaxed so you can get into that state akin to sleep. I do recommend that. So I would do those, at least the breath work and the meditation. Do that at night as well before you're going to bed. Then do everything that I told you about. Yes, it's me. Happy to make the live. Right on. Good to see you. Very good to see you. Welcome in. Awesome. Long time coming, my friend. Very cool. Good to see you here. Really appreciate you being here. How's everything going in life? How's everything going over there in Pennsylvania, right? I think you told me. I'm sure the grass is starting to turn green over there and all that. I drove through Pennsylvania one time and it was the greenest grass that I've ever seen in my entire life. It was amazing. But very good to see you. Feel free to, to chat about anything you want to, ask anything you want to. This is a safe space. We all support each other, and you already know what I'm into and what I'm passionate about. Just helping guide. So yeah. I don't know what synchronicity you're talking about yet, but opened YouTube for first time all week, and here you were. Nice. What part of Pennsylvania? I don't know. I just drove through it. When I left New York, I had to drive all the way to Colorado. So I just drove through Pennsylvania at some point, whatever that route is from Manhattan, and the fastest way to New York City. The fastest way to Colorado from New York City through Pennsylvania. Yeah, synchronicity is just something that you come across in your life that represents something that you are seeking or something that you want. So I always say, thank you for the synchronicity of being here, because it's always a synchronicity when people come into the chat. There's always the perfect timing of it and the perfect place. And it's been very fascinating to see. But yeah, synchronicities just represent the breadcrumbs that let you know you're on the right track, you're moving in the direction of your desire, you're moving in the right direction of your manifestation and who you're choosing to be, and so on. And to me, everything is a synchronicity. So meeting you is a synchronicity, having you here on the live is a synchronicity, everything else that we experience in our lives. So when you see that everything is a synchronicity, then you start realizing like how much God and how much the universe is really working in your favor and doing everything that it can to show you that you're on the right path, or to guide you in a certain way, or to give you a certain epiphany or breakthrough. Those are all synchronicities. So yeah, hope that clears that up. I know what synchronicity is, but when I logged in, it was synchronicity. You were on live talking about synchronicity. Oh, that, okay. Yeah. That is, yes, that is your synchronicity, absolutely. Yeah, the second you log in, and here I am. And you said you barely use social media and everything, so yeah, absolute synchronicity. Yeah, I went to live a little bit earlier than normal. I would normally be starting around this time, or even later sometimes. But yeah, start around 11:30 MST, just for kicks and giggles today, to try something out. I'm still working the timing and everything of this out, but yeah, Chelsea, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays around this time you can catch me in here. Probably if you log on, you'll see me on here. So yeah, thank you for that synchronicity, my friend. Very good to see you. Hope all's well. And yeah, like I said, feel free to chat about or talk about or ask anything about anything. We're currently reading through At Your Command by Neville Goddard, and I'm just reading it, deciphering it, describing it, and interpreting it in real time, which is great. It's a lot of fun, and we're getting a lot of amazing things. And there's been so many synchronicities on this channel already, and people who are going through things and that I've guided them through in real time in the live, that they have then brought back in a later time of the same day live stream. They've told me about things that have happened just from what was said here and what I said and what Neville Goddard or anything that was in the live stream. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing what's going on. Hey Neil, what's happening? I missed the last live. Yeah, that's all right. I'm sure you've been very busy with law school and your university and everything, but very good to see you here, my friend. How are you doing? How's the studies? How's Japan looking right now? How's the weather over there right now? We're in springtime right now over here in Colorado where I'm at, and it's beautiful. The bluebird skies. It's warm. We're having an exceptionally warm spring, record warm spring. It usually still snows around this time, but it's like early summer already. It's crazy. I've reached to power of awareness in the complete. Oh, have you? Well, where's that at? Oh man, holy cow! You're reading fast, dude. That's incredible. You're just flying through. You're a fast reader. That's awesome. Isn't it all great? Yeah, so many good. We're reading. I opened up At Your Command this morning. We're reading through that right now. I forget how good this book is. His very first one. It's amazing. But man, so you've read Faith Your Fortune, Freedom for All, Prayer, The Art of Believing, which you saw me reading not too long ago, Out of This World, Feeling is a Secret. Wow, that's awesome. How's that going? You soaking in all the good knowledge and the good vibes from it? It is pretty life-changing, don't you think? I'm good. How are you? I'm great. It's all good here. Expecting rain. Gotcha. Yeah, Japan is somewhere I will definitely, I just feel it calling me. I gotta visit that place one day. I've just heard such amazing things. $10.4 here to push your algorithms. I want to know how you got on this journey, or if you've always been on it. Well, in some sense, I appreciate you being here to push the algorithms and hit the like button and all that. Really appreciate that, and all your support and jumping on Facebook to help me get that so I can have these on the live streams as well. So that's much appreciated, Chelsea. Thank you. I always say I've always been on the path, even though I wasn't necessarily on the current path that I'm on right now. You're always on the path. You're always on the path. You can never get off the path. You literally are the path. So in that sense, everything, even my Catholic upbringing, was part of being on this path and leading me to the synchronicities and the mindsets and everything that I'm learning and sharing and teaching now. But I would say, my journey from religion to this sort of like more open-minded, open-ended spiritual mindset that I'm in now and that I'm sharing and teaching, it did all come from my religious upbringing and that transition from knowing that religion was not for me anymore and that it didn't resonate with me anymore and that there was something more. That transition was what brought me here. And I went through a transition and through a time where, I call it my dark night of the soul. When I left religion, I felt betrayed by my society. I felt betrayed by my religion, my parents. I felt betrayed by God, and I felt completely alone. And I didn't know what to do. I just knew that there was some greater truth. I knew that God still existed. I just didn't know how to interpret God or to feel God anymore because my whole reality just broke down. Everything that I knew and grew up learning and being taught and that resonated at one time felt like it was a lie to me. And in hindsight, now that I'm here, I know that none all of it was purpose and none of it was like a true lie in that sense. None of it was inherently negative. It was all a learning journey. But yeah, that journey from religion and letting go of religion is what brought me to where I'm at now. And that's what I'm passionate about helping others through as well, is that transition from religion to being more open-minded, open-hearted to spirituality. And I don't even like that term spirituality because I think that's a box within itself, saying that you're spiritual and not religious, but just for lack of a better term that I can share right now, that usually makes sense to people. That it makes it clear like, oh yeah, the religion is spirituality. They understand what that kind of means. So that's why I use that, even though I don't enjoy, because I think, spirituality is loaded just as much as religion these days. So, but just being more open-minded to all teachings, all religions, all things. There's pulling truth from all different sorts of places and using my life experience and my own inner guidance system and not feeling like I got to pray to God for certain things to happen or not happen, and me dictating my own life because I actually am the God that I was praying for and praying to in church. And so, yeah, hope that answers your question. It's a big question. It's a big thing, but yeah, it's what I'm very, very passionate about, helping people through that transition because I know how hard it is and how hard it can be and how traumatic it can be. And it's tough. So if I can help people through it a little bit quicker, a little bit smoother than what I went through with no guidance, not with no guidance in the sense of like, just with no like no person helping me through it. In that sense, then I want to help people go through that. So thank you for that question. I'm in Holland, Amsterdam, and it's 8:35 p.m., so I'm glad you're a bit earlier. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Because, shoot, I feel like most of my live streams are from people that are not over here in the West. Most of them have been overseas so far, so yeah, I'm going to help you guys out, and appreciate the appreciation of going a little bit earlier. Yeah, I read a lot of the books growing up. I even read English dictionaries whenever I was bored. It's so good. My mindset has already evolved so much. Nice. So you've always just been a big reader. I mean, if you're if you're reading English dictionaries, that's holy cow. It would be cool to have a mind like yours, Neil. That's cool. But good. I'm glad that the journey of all the Neville Goddard stuff is just a trough of wisdom and knowledge. It's amazing. It will change your mindset completely. And it really just gives me like so much relief reading his work. I just feel so much weight coming off my shoulders. So I'm glad you're feeling that too, Neil. Thanks for sharing that. The Neville Goddard journey is a great one for sure. Come on, Pennsylvania's calling you to and you know it. Yeah. No, I mean, I would love to go visit there at some point. Sing at your bar. That'd be great. So yeah, we'll see. But Colorado's my home. That's for sure. I've learned that through the contrast of living in New York City for 7 years, for sure. But I always love visiting places and checking out new places, Chelsea. So yes, 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 yes. Yes, you should definitely come to Japan. I really love Neville. I do too. Hashtag relatable. I grew up Catholic too. So crazy. Wow. There's another synchronicity for you, Chelsea. And for me. Amazing, amazing. Yeah. Yeah, the transition is, it's a tough one. Very, very tough. Because everything that I was under the umbrella of being Catholic, really. Because I always felt this connection to God and a greater power from the very beginning. Or not even like a greater power, but just like that larger part of who I am. I've always felt that connection very strongly, even before like I was really, like, I guess I always went to church with my parents, but yeah, even before I was aware of all that. So yeah, it's tough. But yes, Neo, I will come to Japan, and I will be contacting you to be my little tour guide. You don't have to, but I'd love to meet you in person one day, Neo, for sure. It does seem like a really cool place. One of my friends did the national tour, Neo, for Rent, the musical. I don't know if you're familiar with that musical, but one of his stops was Japan, and the pictures he showed me and what he told me made Japan just look so cool. And he said it was just an awesome experience. But yeah, he was on the national or international tour of Rent, that musical, and it came to Japan a few years ago. Well, more than a few, probably 4 years ago now or so. I would think 3 or 4 years ago. But yeah, Chelsea, that's funny. The whole Catholic, the Catholic thing, right? That transition can be, I don't know how it was for you. Maybe it was smoother for you. But I went to I was baptized in the church. I went to all the catechisms and all the after school programs and camps and retreats, seminars, confession, confirmation, all of it. Went through all of it. So I was very steeped, very deeply into the Catholic stuff. So it was just who I was. It was everything that I believed. But I still carry those connections that I made today. I was able to reestablish, those connections for myself, and it's all good. It all works and melds together. It's all good and for a reason. And it was a great, great learning lesson. I became everything that I am now and will become in the future from that transition. So if there's anything, Chelsea, that you ever want to talk about with that journey, I'm all ears. Happy to help and give clarity, perspective, and just chat, just talk about it. So yeah, really good. I'm glad Holland's in here. We got Japan in here. We got Pennsylvania in here. We got people from all over the world here. Got the UK here. We have Troopy Doopy, I think, from, didn't you say South America? Can't remember what you said, but I think it was that, right? So yeah, let's see. How long have we got? 2.5 hours? All right, I think I'm going to take a quick little break here. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Feel free to put any questions, comments, or anything in the chat. Won't be too long. And similar story. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably, pretty similar. Yeah, so you're pretty deep in it as well. Yeah, it's crazy when you just let everything of that nature go, but learn all the lessons from it as well. It's powerful. But yeah, if you guys are liking the stream, you guys have been here for a while. If you're in the background, if you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, it would mean a lot to me if you'd subscribe. Become a part of this journey, this movement, this community that I'm creating here. Would love to have you. Appreciate you being here regardless, though. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Neo, I have to go. Have to study for my exam. All right, cool. Good luck on your study. Neo, thanks for dropping in, my friend. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a great day. See you later. We'll see you. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the Neville. All right, guys. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Did you answer Hario? He's got a good cue. Yeah, I did. Unless I don't think I missed anything here. Let me see. Let me get that there. Yeah. Yeah, Chelsea. I'm going to rewind and check, but if not, catch you when you get back. Yeah, but if you want to ask a follow-up on what Hario asked earlier, then I'd love to. I think you probably jumped on right as I finished talking to Hario about that stuff, Chelsea. Right after that part. So yeah, it's a good way to spend a morning/afternoon figuring this out, doing it a little bit earlier for our overseas friends. Who else was saying? Yeah, they appreciate the. Chelsea's from there, very helpful. Made the live. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you came right after I answered that, Chelsea. You like-minded people. All right. Well, I think we could just keep on keeping on with the Neville Goddard reading. Uh-oh, I think I'm frozen here. Oh dear. Oh, hang on. If you can hear me, I'm gonna restart the old webcam. Sorry, bear with me. There we go. Sometimes it freaks itself out for some reason. Sorry about that. Put me up here. Whoa. There we go. There we go. We're back. All right. Found the Hario response. Such a great answer. Good. Oh, nice. I love that you have the ability to just rewind it real quick and then jump back to live. Right on. Yeah, if you have any follow-ups, feel free to throw them in there, Chels. Or anything else. But yeah, I'm going to start reading some more of At Your Command by Neville Goddard right now. So buckle your seatbelts. Yeah, and feel free to, start applying those things, Chelsea. I mean, it's powerful stuff. Very, very powerful stuff. All right, move on again. Yeah, I think I started on this with the body being here. Okay. Shall we? Okay. You must be born again, for except you be born again, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. That's from the Bible there. So that is, except you leave behind you, your present conception of yourself, and assume the nature of the new birth, the new version of yourself, the new identity, you will continue to outpicture your present limitations. You have to die to your old self and become the new version of yourself to be different, to experience different. You have to be different in order to experience different. You can't wait for the outside to change for you to change. The only way to change your expressions of life is to change your consciousness, for consciousness is the reality that eternally solidifies itself in the things round about you. Man's world in its every detail is his consciousness outpictured. You can no more change your environment or world by destroying things than you can your reflection by destroying the mirror. Your environment and all that is within it reflects that which you are in consciousness. As long as you continue to be that in your consciousness, so long will you continue to outpicture it in your world. Knowing this, begin to revalue yourself. Man has placed too little value upon himself. In the book of Numbers, you will read, in that day that there were giants in the land. Okay, this is what I talked about right before. I was talking about the giants and the grasshoppers. Just realized that I read this already, but I'll read it again for Chelsea, who is new here. So in the book of Numbers, you will read, in that day there were giants in the land, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers. And we were in the sight, and when we were in their sight, the sight of the giants, as grasshoppers. This does not mean a time in the dim past when man had the stature of giants. Today is the day, the eternal now, when conditions round about you have attained the appearance of giants, such as unemployment, the armies of your enemy, your problems, and all the things that seem to threaten you. Those are the giants that make you feel like you are a grasshopper. But you are told you were first in your own sight a grasshopper, and because of this you were to the giants a grasshopper. So because you believe yourself to be small, because you believe yourself to be a wee little grasshopper, that will be what is outpictured in your experience. Because again, creation doesn't care. Creation is unconditional. You get to decide who you are, and creation will unconditionally affirm who you choose and who you define yourself to be. So if you're going to define yourself to be a little grasshopper or a little ant and allow everyone around you to be the giants that dictate your world, the giants being the president and politics and Congress and the powers that be, the Illuminati, the deep state, whatever you want to look at it, if you allow them to be the giants that dictate your reality, well, then that's your choice to do so. But those of us here likely will not. So in other words, you can only be to others what you are first to yourself. You can only be to others what you are first to yourself. Hario says, listening to Bob Proctor led me to Neville Goddard. How did that journey happen for you? I know Bob Proctor. He's cool. For me, it was Wayne Dyer. Have you heard of Wayne Dyer? Wayne Dyer was my guy who I gravitated towards, who I resonated with, who I synchronized with. Synchronicity led me to Wayne Dyer when I was making my transition from religion to spirituality. And then Wayne Dyer led me to channeling and finding channelers, where I get and have gotten a lot of my perspective and insight and knowledge from and wisdom from as well that I teach and share. So yeah, that was Wayne Dyer. Will always have a special place in my heart. And he has so many amazing books that just give such a clean, genuine, kind, soft bridge to bridging religion to, this, I guess, more open-minded spiritual mindset, if you want to look at it that way. But Bob Proctor was in there too, a little bit here and there, not a whole lot. I haven't read any of his books. I've listened to some of his stuff on YouTube as well, and seen a lot of clips of Bob Proctor. But yeah, he talks about the same things Wayne Dyer talks about, I talk about, Neville talks about, just in different ways, So essentially, that's where I'm going. That's I want to be my own Wayne Dyer, my own Bob Proctor, my own Neville Goddard, who teaches and shares things that have worked for me and that resonate with me and that have helped me and helped others who I've shared it with, and continue to do that till the end of my days, because I love it. It resonates. So yeah, good question, Hario. Appreciate it. So in other words, you can only be to others what you are first to yourself. Therefore, to revalue yourself and begin to feel yourself to be the giant, a center of power, is to dwarf these former giants and make them the grasshoppers. So the Illuminati, the deep state, the president, the politics, the news media, whatever, all these powers that be, they who seem to you now as the giants who are dictating your reality and the scope of things, when you revalue yourself as the giant, they will soon seem to you from the giant perspective as grasshoppers. They're small, they don't matter, they don't carry any value. And I'm not saying those people in those programs and things like that they don't matter inherently. They are loved unconditionally by the Creator as well. They're just choosing very, very negative experiences and such and concepts and pushing them upon the planet in order to try and make us feel small and valueless, so that they could continue to have all the power and the control that they think that they have. Those people will seem to you grasshoppers when you truly revalue yourself, when you truly decide to be that version of yourself that you've always wanted to be. Express it unconditionally, do it for its own sake, and you will be of service. You will be that energy in the world that you wish to attract, and your world will change. And circumstances, people in your life, none of that will matter. Because when you're in alignment with yourself and you're vibrating high, that's the only thing that truly matters in reality. So all this is from Scripture. All the inhabitants of the earth are as nothing, and he doeth according to his will in the armies of heaven and among all the inhabitants of earth. And none can stay his hand, nor say unto him, What doest thou? This being spoken of is not the orthodox God sitting in space, but the one and only God, the everlasting Father, your awareness of being, your I am presence. That's the true I amness. Your I am presence is God in its own unique expression. I, God the Father, are one. So awake to the power that you are, not as man, but as your true self, a faceless, formless awareness, and free yourself from your self-imposed prison. We put ourselves in our own prison based on our conceptions of ourself and of our reality and those around us. And we can free ourselves of that prison at any time that we put ourselves in. TT, love that, agreed. Much love to you, my friend. Glad it resonates. Thank you for sharing that. So this is from Scripture. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they will follow me. Awareness is the good shepherd. What I am aware of being is the sheep that follow me. So awareness is the good shepherd, and what I am aware of being is the sheep that follow me. So good a shepherd is your awareness that it has never lost one of the sheep that you are aware of being. Oh yeah. Does that make sense, guys? So your awareness is the shepherd, the good shepherd, your awareness. And what you are aware of being is the sheep that follow you, are the manifestations that come to you, are the manifestations that follow you. So a good shepherd is your awareness. Or so good a shepherd, you're such a good shepherd, like it's unconditional, you're so good at it, you're so natural at this, we do this all the time, we're manifesting all the time, we're using this all the time. We are so good a shepherd that our awareness, or I'll just say like he's saying it, so good a shepherd, we're so good of a shepherd, is our awareness that it has never lost one sheep that you are aware of being. So it has never lost one manifestation that you are not aware of being. Never lost one. Everything that you are aware of being in your I am presence and you're aware of having, it's never been lost. It's never not come. It's never not followed you. So if you know that, then that means you can shepherd any sheep that you want in your life, any sheep which are the manifestations and the things that you're aware of being, which will be your manifestations. You can shepherd that to you at any time. And you can choose what sheep decide to follow you. That's great. Doesn't that, it's really good. So I am a voice calling in the wilderness of human confusion for such as I am aware of being. And never shall there come a time when that which I am convinced that I am shall fail to find me. That's exactly what I just deciphered from the previous statement that he just reaffirmed, so that's awesome. That which you're convinced you are will never fail to find you. Never. There's most of the time there's a gestation period that it takes to get to you. Not because it's far away, it's all right here. But there's just that gestation time that only God knows, But it never fails. And when you persist in knowing that I am convinced of my conviction, this person I want to be, these things that I want to have, I'm convinced of it, and you're truly convinced of it, and you feel all the feelings of reality of it, it'll never cease to come to you. It'll never fail coming to you. So then you could just be in excited anticipation that all of it is coming. Yes, I definitely know Wayne Dyer. It's wonderful to listen to his voice and stories. Yeah, I know. His voice, he's funny. His stories are amazing. He's such a good storyteller. Bob's work is more practical. Both are very helpful to listen to. Yeah, Bob is kind of like, that more practical mind. It's very cool. Many teachers for similar teachings, Yep, may they all rest in peace. Yep, I know, 100%, man. Yeah. I know, it would have been great to meet them, to meet Wayne Dyer. It would have been awesome. Yeah, may they rest in peace for sure, brother. All right. So. Yep, I am is an open door for all that I am to enter. So I am is an open door for all that I am to enter. So all of it can enter, because if you are that I am, if you are aware of it, boom, it's there. Your awareness of being is Lord and shepherd of your life. So, from Scripture, the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Oh. I shall not want. Is seen in its true light now to be your consciousness. You could never be in want of proof or lack the evidence of that which you are aware of being. So when you're aware of being it, you're not going about your life wondering when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, wondering where it is. When you're actually aware of being it, you just know that it will come. Or some manifestation that represents the energy of what you've imagined will come. You could never be in want of proof. So you could never be wanting the proof of what you want. And you could never be lacking the evidence of the manifestation that you have when you are truly aware of being it. Does that make sense? This being true, why not become aware of being great, God-loving, wealthy, healthy, and all attributes that you admire? Why not be aware of that now? It is just as easy to possess the consciousness of these qualities as it is to possess their opposites. For you have not your present consciousness because of your world. On the contrary, your world is what is because of your present consciousness. Making sense? I'm going to read it again. It is just as easy to possess the consciousness of these qualities, being healthy, wealthy, having all the attributes that you want in your life, as it is to possess their opposites. For you have not your present consciousness because of your world. So you don't have your present state of being because of what's going on in your world. On the contrary, your world is what it is because of your present consciousness. So the world is, and your reality is, the way that it is because of your present consciousness. Circumstances are not just that way by themselves. Circumstances aren't what created your current state of consciousness. The circumstances were created from your current state of consciousness. So choose to be conscious of something better for yourself that you enjoy more, that you prefer. Simple, is it not? Too simple, in fact, for the wisdom of man that tries to complicate everything. Boy, do we overcomplicate things, huh? We overcomplicate it. We overthink it. We think nothing in life that is worth having ever comes easy, so we have to make it hard. We have to make these concepts more complex than they really are, instead of just accepting the truth of it and applying it simply and easily, and then seeing the drastic changes that come from that minor, simple change that you made in your consciousness. And then you get huge results from it. Paul said of this principle, "It is to the Greeks, or the wisdom of the world, foolishness, and to the Jews, or those who look for signs, a stumbling block." So it is to the Greeks foolishness, and to the Jews a stumbling block. So the Greeks represent the wisdom of this world is foolishness, and the Jews represent those who look for the signs, a stumbling block. With the result that man continues to walk in darkness rather than awake to the being that he is. Man has so long worshipped the images of his own making that at first he finds this revelation blasphemous, since it spells death to all his previous beliefs in a God apart from himself. It's a tough pill to swallow at first. I'm going to read it again. With the result that man continues to walk in darkness rather than awake to the being that he is, God, the I Am awareness. Man has so long worshipped images of his own making, so worshipped images of an outside God that is actually you, that you didn't know was you, of his own making, that at first he finds this revelation blasphemous, that you are God. You're going to find a lot of people find it blasphemous, people in religion, and so on, since it spells death to all his previous beliefs in a God that is apart from himself, some God that is out there somewhere and not inside you. This revelation will bring the knowledge that I and my Father are one, but my Father is greater than I. You are one with your present conception of yourself, but you are greater than that which you are at present aware of being. You inherently are greater than what you're aware of being. Inherently, you are all-powerful, all-knowing, all-wise, all-loving, all of those things. So even though you're not presently aware of it yet, you still are those things. So it's really just about finding ways to line up with ourselves, line up with that truth of who we really are. That's all that it is. We just line up with the truth that we already are God, that we already are that I am presence, that I am awareness. So I'm going to read that again. It's really good. I and my Father are one, but the Father is greater than I. You are one with your present conception of yourself, but you are greater than that which you are present. You are at present aware of being, what you are presently aware of being. You are much more than what you are aware of being right now. So that means you could be aware of being anything and everything, no matter the magnitude of it, because you already are it inherently. You're just confused and lost, and you forgot that you are all of that. And that's part of being a human, and that's part of our journey here and the learning lesson, and that's awesome. It's fun to remember these things, isn't it? Doesn't that resonate within the core of your being when you hear those words and you hear me describe it, what it means? Like, doesn't that just like free you and make you feel like anything truly is possible for you? TT says, wow. I say, wow. My heart is saying, wow. My whole soul is saying, wow. It resonates. It's because it resonates. And if it resonates and it brings a sense of joy, a sense of peace, then it's for you. It just is. If it feels good, it is good. If it feels good, genuinely, with integrity, then it is good. So before man can attempt to transform his world, he must first lay the foundation, I am the Lord. That is, man's awareness, his consciousness, of being is God. Until this is firmly established so that no suggestion or argument put forward by others can shake it, he will find himself returning to the slavery of his former beliefs. You'll easily be convinced by those who disagree to put you back in that box, to devalue yourself, to make yourself small again. Unless you believe it without a shadow of doubt to be true, to where nobody's influence, no matter what people say scientifically or what other explanations that they have about this to convince you that you are not that I am awareness, that I am, that God is, then you'll just go right back to the old identity because you're not truly believing it. You're not truly buying into it. It's just a concept that sounds good right now. It's just a concept that resonates, but you're not really applying it and solidifying it in who you really are. So it's just going to be a feel-good thing until you actually make it who you really are. So that's how you value yourself. That's how you revalue yourself, is by remembering who you really are. Remembering that you truly are that I am presence, that God awareness, the God self, God itself is what you are. If ye believe not that I am he, ye shall die in your sins. That is, you shall continue to be confused and thwarted until you find the cause of your confusion. When you have lifted up the Son of Man, then shall you know that I am he. That is, that I, John Smith, John Doe, Jane Doe, do nothing of myself but my Father, or that state of consciousness which I am now one with, and does the works. When this is realized, every urge and desire that springs within you shall find expression in your world. Because you'll just have the desire will be hatched in you. You'll know that it's a good thing. You're impregnating yourself, just like Mother Mary did. And then you will give birth to your desire unconditionally when you actually believe yourself to be true. When you condition yourself and impress upon your subconscious and your belief system that you know that you are God, it will be outpictured effortlessly, easily. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and sup with him, and he with me. So the I knocking at the door is the urge, the desire. The door is your consciousness. To open the door is to become one with that which is knocking by feeling oneself to be the thing desired. I think you guys know what that, I've explained that, yes. To feel one's desire as impossible is to shut the door or deny this urge expression. To feel one's desire as impossible is to shut the door or deny this urge expression. To deny your desire to be expressed in your reality. All you got to do is believe in it. You have a desire, believe that it's yours, and it'll come. Desires only come because it's more of who you are. Desires only come because it's more of who you are. And because of who you've been embodying and expressing yourself as authentically, those desires then become hatched within you. And then when they become hatched, you celebrate immediately because you know it's yours. Like, wow, I got this desire. That means it's mine. And I'm just going to buy into it and believe that unconditionally right now. Because I had this desire, it's mine. Don't desire from lack. Don't desire from lack. Allow your desires to come from fulfillment, from satisfaction, from a sense of neutrality, a sense of peace, a sense of joy and excitement. Let it come from the automatic result that comes from you truly expressing yourself the way that you deserve to and the way that you desire yourself to. Let the desires come from that. Don't let the desires come from lack, because when it comes from lack and you're saying, well, I'm poor, so I want to be rich. Let the desire to be rich and abundant come from, I'm satisfied and fulfilled right now in the moment, and I know that more is to come. I know that I'm allowed and am worthy and deserving of having more. That desire is going to be much stronger than one that comes from a place of lack, that you just want or need something because of your current circumstances. When you have a desire that comes from being fulfilled and satisfied, being appreciative and grateful of your current circumstances, no matter what they look like, you can find and choose a way to define them positively. Then when those desires come, you'll know, man, this desire's here because it's more of who I am. This desire came because it's mine. It's what I deserve to have. It's what I deserve to become and express. And then it's much easier to just accept that. Just accept that as true. That wasn't in the book. That just sort of came from me, from where this at. So that was for somebody in here, or somebody watching this afterwards. So I hope that feels good. I hope that resonates with you. So to feel one's desire as impossible is to shut the door or deny this urge expression. To rise in consciousness to the naturalness of the thing felt is to swing wide the door and invite this one into embodiment. So you have to rise to the state of being that is that desire. You have to rise to that version of you, that consciousness, because that desire is an opportunity for you to rise to more of who you really already are that you're remembering. You got it? So you have to rise to the consciousness. You're at a current state of consciousness right now. You have a desire that is going to be maybe a step up the ladder from the current level of consciousness vibration that you are corresponding with right now. So what you have to do from your current state of consciousness is then rise up to the consciousness of the desire that was hatched within you. And that's how the desire gets welcomed into your life. And you swing wide the door that invites that desire's embodiment. This is all really good. This book is just all one chapter. It's not a very long book. We're already getting through it pretty good. So I hope that resonates. Feel free to throw in any any confirmations, validations, things that are resonating strongest about that you'd like to share. Any synchronicities, any epiphanies that are coming to you from that reading and explanation. I'd love to hear it. And so would a lot of other people. Thank you guys for being present and aware. Thank you for being here and choosing to learn something new and to remember something that you'd forgotten. Giving yourself the opportunity to change through my YouTube channel, through these live streams. You're gonna change. You will be changed. You already have been changed from the enlightenment of this knowledge and this wisdom and this perspective. It's already all here for you. Everything is in front of you. And everything is here. Everything is here now for you. You're worthy and deserving of embodying these teachings. It's not for the special among us. It's for all to be applied. It works for all of us. The most important thing, I think, from that chapter, truly, to start activating all of this, is to revalue yourself. To find a way to find the most amount of value in who you are. Despite circumstances, despite anything, find it within you. Oh, Zia. Hello. How are you? I'm fantastic. How are you doing? That's a new name, Zia from Twitch. YouTubers won't be able to see you, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch right now, so it's great to see you here on Twitch, Zia. How are you doing? Congrats on synchronizing with this live stream. It's always amazing to see how and when people kind of sync up with these live streams that I do. It's amazing. So, thank you for the synchronicity of being here. Appreciate it. You're doing great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, the weather's beautiful. Springtime is out right now. And we're choosing to be great, you know what I mean? How's your stream going? It's going great. Yeah, it's going fantastic. This is an open-hearted space, an open-hearted community, and I also learned that today someone on Twitch was sharing, because the people on YouTube aren't seeing your Twitch thing, unfortunately. I'm the only one who sees the unified chat. So there's a way, I think, to blend them both. But anyways, just saying that to say, this community, this movement I've created and everything that I'm doing with these live streams is to help support everybody on their unique individual journeys. I am just but a guide and an ambassador for you being your truest, most authentic self expressed in human form. And any way that I can guide you and everyone else to being more of who you came here to be on this planet to be, that's my strongest desire and passion. And so I was just reading Neville Goddard there and describing that. I get a lot of my stuff from him, but from many other things. And I just teach and share and offer things from my perspective, never as shoulds or you musts or you go to hell if you don't, or you're inappropriate or wrong if you don't, but just as opportunities to use what works and come back to what doesn't resonate later or never. So do you stream daily? I stream 3 times a week right now. That's going to be increasing. I'm just getting my bearings with all of it and working it into my schedule and everything. But I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays is when I stream. So yeah, if that sounds good to you, if all that explanation sounds good to you, then yeah, you're in the right place, my friend. So nice to meet you. That's cool. Yeah, right on. Yeah, glad that resonates and everything. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? I'm from Colorado, over here in America. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? There's been people from that's one of the best things about doing these live streams and just being online in general, but everybody is from so many different places. I mean, I'm making friends and meeting people from all over the world in these live streams, and it's been an incredible, incredible blessing and journey. Such a nice place. Yeah, Colorado is, it's the best. I love it. I love it. Oh, you're from Texas. Okay, so you probably know Colorado pretty well then, I assume. Got a lot of Texans up here in Colorado. I'm dropping a follow. You are? Oh, thank you so much. That truly means a lot. Oh, there it goes. I love it. Look at that. Moved it. 5 out of 10. Zia, that really means a lot. My only goal with Twitch right now is to just get to that 50 followers so I can get the affiliate and do whatever I get to do that from there. So thank you so much. It really means a lot. Yeah, ask me anything. That's what I was saying. Ask me whatever's on your mind, my friend. When it comes to anything in life or that you're going through, please. No, it's not going to be, the only thing is it just needs to be about you and okay, okay. Digital artist and really enjoy art discussions and feedback. Would you like to chat on Discord or Instagram? I let me see. So, and really, maybe as time goes along, Zia. I really with this, I really just kind of keep it within the container of people who are coming here for help and for guidance and to share their synchronicities and manifestations and things that they're going through. Not so much for people who are wanting business opportunities or business or anything like that. So, I say that with love and appreciation. I'm glad you asked the question. It's all good, but yeah, I'm really just here doing these live streams and doing the best. And also do commission as well. Yeah, I get it. I'm not. These live streams are just like something that I do for free at this time, and what we got going on is just in that container of wanting to help people and other people. So appreciate it, but probably won't be doing that anytime soon, my friend. I apologize, but if you are here and you want to learn anything or expand your awareness or consciousness or help with anything that you want to do, then yeah. Sure, go ahead. Yeah, let's we'll talk about it, and then I gotta get back into the reading that I'm doing here. But yeah, appreciate everyone being here. Yeah, this conversation with Zia. Sorry to the YouTubers who can't see what's going on here. I'm figuring out how to do the unified chat for everybody to see. I found out that that's a possibility today, so I will be on the hunt and making that part of the streams too, so you guys can all see what's going on. Because I want you guys to be able to see the whole chat from both ends of Twitch and the YouTubes. Man, we've been going 3 hours 20 minutes. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, time's flying. It's already almost 3 o'clock over here. It's good. Probably get going around the 4 hour mark. So if you guys have any questions or anything that you want answered, or anything about the Neville Goddard stuff that I've talked about, feel free to pop it into the chat. Be happy to answer any questions you have. But yeah, hope all this stuff is really resonating with you all. I know that so many of you are so close to your breakthroughs that you've been seeking. You're right there. There's that old image of the miner. There's an image, an animation and there's 2 layers. So there's one going this way and one right under it going the same way. And the one miner on top has been mining and chipping away so much. He's been chipping away so much that he turns around right as he's about to get to the gold, but then the one below him you could see just started, but he has all this energy and momentum, and he's so close, and he's going to get to that gold. It's like, we always feel like we're closest to quitting when we're always feeling like quitting when we're closest to the gold, closest to the manifestation, closest to being who we've wanted to be. So I just, encourage you guys, you're so much closer than you think you are. Did you see my message? Yeah, if you want to suggest something, go ahead, Zia. But yeah, there's just a lot ahead for all you guys, and it's coming much quicker, much sooner than you could truly imagine. And it's all up to you, though. It's all up to you. Automods stopped my message. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how automods work, my friend. Still kind of new to the Twitch spot, so yeah, might just be what it is there. Yeah, not really here to, for advertisement or anything like that. So if that's what you're here for, my friend, have a nice day. Appreciate you dropping in. Looks like I've already been unfollowed in that way. So yeah, these things happen. It's all good. But anyways, my friend, sorry about that derailment. You never know from Twitch what's what's coming on here or what's not. So yeah, sometimes we're just rolling with the punches. But it's been nice doing this a little bit of earlier stream with you guys. I'll probably get going here pretty soon. So if you have any last minute questions you want to drop into the chat, feel free to do so. I'll stay here as long as needed if you have questions and comments or clarities that you need. But if not, then it's totally fine. Super appreciate everyone being here and all the new people who have come on the stream, and just thank you very, very much. I just gotta go check out this beautiful weather that's outside. I've been looking at it all morning. It's killing me. I gotta go check it out. Okay, my friends. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there. I appreciate everyone's engagement. Thank you to I hope Troopy Doopy that you're doing better. Thank you, TT, for being here during your work session. Hario from Holland, thank you so much. It's so great to see you again and clarify some stuff. Chelsea, thank you for watching. Appreciate everyone who dropped in today. Great meeting some new faces. And Chelsea, I'm glad you finally made it on here, my friend. Again, guys, these are Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays. Drop a subscribe if this resonates with you, if the intentions of this is really just the beginning. I'm still getting, used to all of it and putting it in the schedule and finding things that what the true possibility of these live streams can be. So just appreciate you all being here. Thank you for jumping on. Again, any last minute questions or concerns or anything you want to throw in is fine. I'll give it a couple more seconds to breathe here. But I'm going to go enjoy this spring day that I see outside and get some lunch and go get some exercise and get some vitamin D on my skin. Because it's been too much winter, too pale. Got to start getting some sun on this skin, some color on the skin. But yeah, appreciate everyone. All right, last chance. Type quickly if you're typing. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone who enjoyed the stream, dropped in. I'll see you guys Sunday. Somewhere probably between 11 and 2, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Sunday. And we'll continue on. So have a great night, everybody. See you later. See you next time. Much love. Appreciate you all very much. Take care. Allah.